All right, here we go, and happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day and a great start to your week. We are coming live from the MakerFlo studio, and guess what we're doing today? We are going to craft with you guys in a bit. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Danny. Sam's going to go ahead and come in a bit to craft. Then we have Jesse here as well. We go live on Tuesdays, and we start here on these two platforms, I should say, on our YouTube channel and Facebook group. So if you're watching right now, please let us know where you're watching from. And yeah, go ahead and start asking questions away. Again, I hope you guys are having a great day. It is a nice and chilly day here in Arizona. Hopefully you guys are having a nice day and nice weather out wherever you are. So again, welcome again. If it's your first time, please introduce yourself. Let us know where you're watching from, and if you do any crafting, because we go, like I said, live on Tuesdays, and we craft a lot of different things. And today we are going to we're going to be bringing you a craft that we're excited about, not just with the craft actually, but the actual I guess machine that helps you craft. I don't even know if I worded that correctly, but we have a new product coming out the end of the week, and we're going to show it off here for you guys, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys stay for the entire live so you guys can check it out. And again, feel free at any point if you ask any questions, we are here to answer as fast as we can, and if we can. Yes, Sam.
Should we ask them if they're aware of what you said it was? Crafting month?
Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, I don't even know. I had no idea until I think Sam mentioned it, and I saw something earlier this morning that is. Do you know what month it is today, or what month we're in?
Right now.
Right now, not just in March, but something else besides. How do you word it? Like how do you what?
I think you were right when you first said what month.
Yeah, what month? I mean, we're in March, right? But there's what the meaning of the month, the theme of the month is. Yes, there you go. That's what I was. That's right.
Chicago.
Chicago. Hello, welcome to Chicago. Welcome from Chicago. The what?
That's where they're watching.
That's where they're watching from. Hi, welcome. Is it your first time you're watching the live? If you do, again, thank you for joining us, and I hope you stay for the entire live. But yes, my question was to you guys out there: what theme? What is this month theme? What is this month's theme? There you go. What is it? What's the theme of this month? Because like I said, I just found out, I think it was yesterday or earlier today, and then it happened to pop up again a few hours afterwards. I was like, huh, I never knew that was the theme of March. So if you know the answer to that question, type it in the chat, let us share it with us, and we'll let you know if you are correct or not, and maybe we'll let you know at the end of the live, or a little bit sooner. Yes, Jesse?
And then Anita from Chicago, she's on YouTube, said it's her first time watching.
Nice. Well, welcome, Anita. Again, my name is Danny. Jesse's right here behind the computer and the cameras, and then we have Sam that's going to come in and craft with you guys in a bit. You'll be using UV today, and we're going to be using our molds, our UV resin, and like I said, a new product that is launching this at the end of the week. Hopefully, you guys, there's a couple of you guys that are excited about it. I think we teased it last week on a different platform, and you guys were really excited about it. So we brought it onto this platform here on YouTube and Facebook, so you guys can take a look. Again, that's going to be available for you guys on Friday, starting Friday, on the site. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the live. Again, we go live Tuesdays here first on YouTube and Facebook. After this one, we jump on another platform, which is our TikTok and TikTok and Instagram, and we do a complete different craft project there. So make sure you guys follow us there. Just follow us on all our platforms. That way you don't miss a thing. But if you happen to miss, don't worry. You can go back to our YouTube channel, and you will be able to see the replay on this and old replays of our last lives. And we also have a couple of videos there from tutorials from other crafters. So go check it out. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Yes, Sam.
Two things.
Two things.
One, I'm a nerd and I looked it up. So March is National Craft Month.
You weren't supposed to say. We're waiting to say. Okay, she got ahead. All right, fine.
Okay, so I'll explain why later.
Okay.
First of all, so it's a month-long celebration.
Okay.
Craft and Hobby Association established it in 1994.
94, so it's been around for a while.
Years.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, and we
Older
just
than Jesse.
and we just found out today, and we're a crafting company. That's awesome.
And then the other thing I was going to say is our friend Karen at TKC Creations is on YouTube watching.
Hi,
She's
Karen.
one of the people who tried the lamp, so let's ask her.
Ask him. So, Karen, now that the cat is out of the bag, and we said what it was. How did you like it? How do you like the UV lamp? Again, that is the project we're going to be using, or the product, I should say, for the project that is going to be used today on today's live. On this live, how did you like it? We have a new UV lamp that it is going to be released at the end of the week. I think it's pretty awesome. I got to play with it and mess around with it a little bit, and it's nice. It's a nice little lamp. I think it's a well hidden gem that you crafters are gonna like, whether you're using UV resin or what was the other, what was nail crafting?
Nail crafting.
Nail
That's what we
crafting.
said.
That's what you said, yeah. Nail crafting. It's great. It's a great UV lamp. For you guys that are familiar with our products, we still have a flashlight, a UV flashlight that we first came out with. But a lot of you guys were asking for something a little bigger, and obviously we heard and we are bringing you guys a UV lamp that I'll let Sam in a little bit, once you start crafting, get into details on how many watts, how many LED lights, and all that fun stuff behind it. And we can even probably show you the packaging if it's around. But for sure, it's a great little lamp there that we're going to have out for this week, at the end of this week. So make sure you guys are alert for that. If you are not signed up for any new release products, make sure you guys do. You guys can go to the website and check out our newsletter and sign up there. Go ahead and sign up. You'll be the first ones to know about either restock, new product that is being launched, and again, I think the most important one is probably those two, getting to be the first ones to find out about new product and the restock. And speaking of restock, we are going to get a restock of our wine tumblers and our coffee mugs in about 2 weeks, I believe. I think it's 2 or less, around there. We don't have an exact date, but we are going to get restocked on those pretty soon. So make sure you guys sign up. You guys will get the alert. Once you're signed up, you'll be the first ones to find out if that's what you're waiting for. We're also getting a restock, I believe we heard, of the the black hydro. So if you were waiting for that, that is coming back into stock pretty soon. But again, a good way of finding out all those news, the latest stuff at MakerFlo is by signing up to the newsletter. Go to the website, sign up, drop your email, and you'll be the first to be noted. Yes.
So Karen said she loves it. She said it's so light and easy to use. The best part is that it's rechargeable. And it's a great size too.
It is. It's a great size. Again, we started with a UV flashlight, and you guys asked for something a little bigger, and I think these guys nailed it. Really, did a great job in sizing it up. So.
You say
Yeah.
nailed it because you can also use it for your nails. Okay, your bestie's also on.
Well, bestie, what's up? How's it going? How's your weekend? Actually, that's what I normally ask right off the bat. How's everybody's weekend? Did you guys craft? Were you guys at home? Did you guys just relax or spend some time with the family? Sam, I know you had a weekend this past weekend, like everybody else. but how was your weekend?
I told myself I was going to take it easy, and I was just lying to myself because I still did a market on Sunday. It was a lot of fun. And I mean, it's really fun doing these pop-ups, but it's going to get hot soon, so I'm trying to get them in while I can.
Yeah, well, this weekend wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty chilly, a little windy. So
was hot.
really, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I was out both days in the morning, and it was pretty chilly. It was pretty chilly. But yeah, it is gonna get a lot warmer. It's crazy because right now this whole week's been, since the weekend, it's been chilly. Last week here, it was warm, and it was like, all right, I guess it's time to start wearing shorts and forget the sweaters. And we're back with sweaters this week and stuff. So it's just being bipolar, I guess. Jesse, how was your weekend?
Oh, it's pretty good. Saturday I drove a little bit for Lyft, and then Sunday is kind of relaxed.
Nice and easy. Sounds like Jesse. Jesse living the life at a neutral pace.
Cynthia says, hello, hola, ¿qué pasó?
Hola, Cynthia, ¿cómo estás? Mucho tiempo no verte y de oír de ti. ¿Cómo estás? Yes.
Oh, and Kenna's here. She says, hi, guys.
Kenna, where you been? It's been a minute, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. It's probably too late to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Happy New Year, because I don't think we've talked to you since last year. So Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well, and I hope everything is well with you. Yes.
Your bestie says it's cold there.
Is it cold? Yeah. I was talking to my sister earlier, and I meant to ask her how the weather was, but I got distracted with other things. She's actually getting ready to fly out. She's actually going to Japan. She's flying out Thursday and going to be gone for a couple of days. So obviously, we got to talking about other things and stuff. But yeah, I can imagine how cool it must be down there right now. But yeah, stay warm, I guess. Go wear a jacket. What else? Anything else? Anything else?
Kenna said thanks and hi guys, and Cynthia says I know.
Person with a lot of words. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop talking. If something else comes up, you'll probably hear me in the background. But let's get to the crafting part, and that's when Sam is gonna jump in right now and start crafting with you guys. Jesse is busy right now, so take it away, Sam.
All right. So guys, we're gonna play with some UV resin. It is so cold in here today. I don't know how that happened. When Jesse gets a sweater, that's how you know it's cold.
No, it's freezing.
But today, guys, we're gonna craft with this new awesome tool here. It is a UV lamp, and basically, I know you guys are all aware that we had a UV flashlight that worked pretty great, but now we have a lamp, which is a little bit more easy to use. I'd say they both still have their uses. Like the lamp is great for like directional kind of curing, like say you're doing drips, things like that in a cup. Like a flashlight would be great. Like anything handheld and small, perfect for a flashlight. But say like you're doing a lot of bigger things or you're just doing a lot in general, having this allows you to be hands-free while you're curing. So the lamp is super awesome. Definitely great for bigger projects or more products, basically, more projects. So first thing we'll do is let's unplug it and see how well it works without its little cord. So it's been charging for maybe the last hour, and we're gonna see kind of how effective it is without the cord. Yes, Danny.
So they ate tamales de lote.
Ooh.
Delicious. Carne and rice.
That's Cynthia, right? Yeah, I knew it was.
Tamales. That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley says she got her MakerFlo jacket on, which makes sense because it's cold.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it is a little Frio in here. So let's see. We'll go ahead and we'll start with some crafting. The first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we'll do one of our bigger molds because this lamp is gonna be perfect for it. I can tell you that I've been using this lamp with our molds and it doesn't warp them. So what that means is that the wattage isn't too high. It's perfect for both the molds and for like smaller crafting as well, like using the bezels and the tape, that kind of thing. So let's start with this alphabet mold. So if you guys haven't seen this before, we have this available on the website. But this is a huge mold with all the letters of the alphabet and all the numbers. So this is a great mold to have for keychains. So if you're making UV keychains, this might be what you need. They are nice and thick, which is awesome when you're using the UV resin. They're going to be perfect for adding on to those embellishments. So let's go ahead and take this out. Okay. So I've removed it from its plastic. I'm going to go ahead and set it down on the mat. All right, guys, first one to call out a letter. That is the one we were doing. So
I got a letter in the middle.
I can move it around to you. Don't worry. First letter I see coming through, guys, is the one we will do. I would go through all the letters, but I hope you know what they are. So let us know which letter it is. While that is happening, I'm going to go ahead. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay, well, that's happening. I'm going to go ahead and kind of pick some embellishments to go in it. K. Okay, we're doing K. All right, so I'm going to flip this around to where we can see it better. We'll put that right here. Okay, so here is our letter that we're using right there. I'm going to go ahead and straighten this out a little bit. Beautiful. Does that work? Yeah? Okay. That way it's not covered by the logo. Excellent. So we're working on this letter right here, guys. This is the letter K. Now, when you're working with these molds, what you want to consider is that right here, that is going to be like the softer edge, whereas the outer part is going to be the tougher edge. So you want to kind of build these backwards. So whatever you put in first will be the very front of the actual keychain itself. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with the one thing that I always forget when I'm using UV resin, and that's gloves. Jesse, would you mind? Oh, thank you. Okay, so Danny's going to grab me some gloves. Why is it important to use gloves, guys? PPE, so personal protective equipment. So whenever you are crafting with resin, epoxy, always make sure you're wearing your gloves. You can also wear a respirator when you're doing this if you're having any allergies or experiences like that. We also recommend that you craft in a nice, wide open area so that you have enough breathing room to kind of... Perfect. Okay, so now we've got our gloves on. Let's go ahead and we'll start filling the letter. Now, remember how I said this is going to be the front? So we're just going to put a little bit in for now, and then I'm actually going to use this to be like a clear layer. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a nice thin layer. Let's see. This might be a fresh bottle of resin. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So if you guys have recently bought one of these resin bottles and you want to know the easiest way to open it, once you have the little top off, so let me put that back on for you. So this is the top piece, right? So once you have this off, you can screw off just the lid, and then you're left with this little pokey piece. Use that to open your bottle, just like that. So then you've got resin open and nothing on your hands or gloves. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in just a little bit of this K. Again, I don't want it to be all the way full. I'm gonna do this in layers. So this is my first layer. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go around the peg, make sure I get an even little layer to start off with. Okay. So when I do these, I make kind of like a sandwich, essentially. So this is gonna be the top layer here. So this is what you'll see first. We're gonna cure this, and then we'll put some embellishments on top of that. We'll cure that, and then we'll add like a little background to it as well. So let's go ahead and cure this as is. Now, if you are at home and you are seeing any bubbles, anything like that, you can always use a torch to pop those bubbles. Or if you have one of our little MakerFlo wands nearby, you can use those as well to just go ahead and pop any little bubbles you see. Otherwise, if you are patient, you can just wait. It is self-leveling, so those are going to rise on their own and pop on their own too if you have enough patience. Make sure you guys are asking questions as we go. Sometimes I go through this a little fast, so let us know if you have any questions, guys. Okay, now that that's spread out the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and grab my little lamp, and I'm going to actually cure it. So let's go ahead and just set the lamp right over. Now, the way that this works, guys, is you can tap it once for 60 seconds, or twice for 180, or let's say I wanted to do 300 seconds, you would just go ahead and hold it until the numbers go to 300, and then let it go. So it's going to be really easy to do this, guys. We'll go ahead and just tap it back to 60 because that's really all I need for this small amount of resin. I'm also leaving the wand underneath my lamp because I'd like that to get cured as well so I can keep using it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cap my resin, put that to the side, and we'll let this keep curing. While that's curing, guys, let's talk about what we want to go on the next layer. We've got some flowers here. We also have our other pack of flowers, the original. What do you guys think? Should we use some big flowers or some little flowers? Let me know. And then once this comes out, we'll start kind of placing those. I'm leaning toward these smaller guys so that we can create some fun colors in there, but let me know what you think. And we've got about 15 seconds left on this lamp. What's really cool is it does have a timer display on the top. So some lamps you can only see like while it's counting, or you can see that it's on. This one you can actually see the seconds that are left. So this is just about done. We'll go ahead and move it to the side. I always like to test it to make sure. Yeah, feels like that's nice and hard, so that's perfect. Okay, next let's go ahead and do a little bit more of the resin.
And then we gotta vote for small flowers.
Perfect.
And Cynthia asked how everyone's doing.
That's a great question, Cynthia. How is everybody today?
Doing great.
That's good,
Great.
Jesse. I'm glad.
Today?
Just today.
Just today?
Just today.
All right, so guys, I did just a thin layer of resin here, and that's to go ahead and hold the little flowers that I'm going to add in next. So with these flowers, you can use our little tweezers that come in our toolkit, or if you have this little wand handy, you can also use the wand. So what I like to do is I'll open the ones I'm going to use. Spring is coming, so let's do some bright colors. I'm going to do the yellow, the blue, the green. If you guys have seen these before, you'll know that they all come in their own individual little packets here. So this thing is super easy and really awesome as far as getting to pick what colors you want. But yeah, so I'll just open up the ones I want to use. There we go. Okay. And maybe we'll do some foliage too. So I'll open that side. Okay. So now that I have all the sides open that I want to use, I'm going to leave this right here in front of me. And I'm actually going to just dip my wand into the resin. And I'm going to go ahead and grab out what I want. Now we talked about this being the upside down basically. So make sure when you're putting your foliage, your flowers in there, you put everything upside down. Because if it's face side up, it's going to be backwards. So make sure you're putting those in the right order.
And then Cynthia says she likes the stone kit.
Isn't that cool? We're going to be using that in just a little bit too. I've got that on hand. Let's see. So this is what she's talking about in case you guys haven't seen it. So we have a really awesome birth gemstone kit that's on the site as well. Now let's see. I'll add that there. Let's do a few flowers in here. I'm going to do a yellow flower at the top. Another one over here.
Another one. That'd be one.
Let's do some blue. And remember, you're putting these in upside down. That way you can see them correctly when you're done making your design.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah,
One,
four,
four, one.
wide, I guess.
Then let's do this orange one.
You want me to, hey,
Yeah.
And let's see, I think we should add a pink one in here just to give it a little more pop of color. So let's add in one of these from this side. Awesome. Okay, that's about all the flowers that I want to add in here. So now we're going to go ahead and cure this. So I'm going to get my little lamp and I'm just going to place it right over and cure it. Before I do that though, I'm going to really just push down on all these flowers and make sure that they are stuck against that resin where I want them to be. The reason for that is you don't want to have any like gaps or anything like that because that's what creates bubbles. So you want to make sure these are fully saturated in your resin and pushed up against it as much as possible. Cool. Now let's go ahead and get our little lamp and we're going to cure it. I'll leave my little wand underneath like last time. And here we go. Turn this right side. We're going to do 60 seconds again because it doesn't need that much time. It's not a whole lot of resin. So we'll go ahead and we'll just let it work. Now we're going to do two more things after this. I want to make this really fun and add kind of an element of sparkle and glow in the dark. So we're going to do two things. We're going to do two more layers. And the next layer I'm going to mix some of our glitter. So I've got here our Stardust glitter. It's the fine kind. We're going to use that with some of this UV resin to put a little bit of a glitter accent behind all the foliage and everything. Once that cures, we're going to go ahead and mix this fun neon pink with some of our Firefly glow powder to make a full solid color in the background. So yeah, we've got a few more layers to go with this one, and then we'll move on to something smaller and with some different additions. But any questions so far, guys?
So
Yes,
Candace
yes.
just said, I haven't done a good job watching videos and I struggle with this craft. When I use this mold, the sides are often tacky. What is my user error?
Kenna, I would ask, are you doing these in layers like I am? Because with UV resin, the one thing to remember is the light is what cures it. So for thicker molds like this, you definitely want to do it in layers. If you only do, like, you just fill it all up once, unless you're using epoxy, it's not going to have a chance to cure. So you want to make sure that you're giving it ample time to cure and just really going in small layers. Let me know if that might be the issue. If not, we can talk about other things it could potentially be, but I bet you that's it. Let's go ahead and make sure that our flowers are stuck in place. They are. Awesome. So now we're going to use one of these little bowls that we have from the website as well. So these are really cool silicone bowls. They have little divots on the side for the wands, if you can see those. Isn't that neat? That way the wand can just kind of sit right in it like that, which is super awesome. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and mix up a little bit more UV resin, like this. It's probably plenty because we're doing 2 more layers, remember? That should be plenty. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add some glitter to it. So now I'm going to go ahead and add that Stardust Fine.
So Kenna said, yes, she is doing layers, but
Okay.
maybe it's still too thick.
It could be. Are you adding any pigments, any colors to it? That would be my next question. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and mix this up with the resin. When you're mixing this, guys, you want to make sure that it's still got some fluidity to it. So another thing with the UV resin, because it cures through the light or through sunlight, you want to make sure that there's not so much color or pigment that you can't pass through. So as long as you still have fairly movable resin, you are good to go. So we'll go ahead and add some of that in. I'm just going to use my little wand to encourage it to fall over everything. The reason why I picked kind of a lighter glitter like this too, guys, is I want to be able to still see the color that I'm going to put behind it. So as long as you're not going super dark, you should still be able to see it. And at the very least, you're going to be able to see the layers, which is really neat. So we'll just go ahead and keep adding this glitter in.
McKenna said, hold on 1 second. So Kenna said sometimes the top and bottom will feel fine, but not the sides.
Got you. It could even be, potentially the resin is so thick that it's, because I know it's been colder lately. So depending on like when you're storing your resin, if it's so thick that it's not really filling all the sides, maybe that's why the sides are a little iffy still. So you could always put your resin in like a cup of hot water and then just put the bottle in that cup of hot water and it kind of heats everything up, which liquefies everything. So that's also a great way to kind of work around that if that's the issue. But yeah, looks like this is covered pretty evenly. We'll go ahead and we'll leave this bowl and the wand right next to our letter, and we're going to cure everything, guys. So let's do it for 60 seconds. There we go. One thing I will say with this is it pays to be light-handed. I've noticed that if I try to hold this button, it doesn't really work. It's more of like a gentle tap. So it's almost like a sensor. It's really cool. Yeah, let's give it 60 seconds, and then we're going to add some color to it once we're done here. What did Kenna say? Was that helpful?
Yeah, she said thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and if there's more Kenna too, just feel free to send us an email too. Mel's really knowledgeable with UV resin as well. If there's anything that she's not sure about, she can always reach out to us too. We're just an instant message away. But yeah. We got about 15 seconds left, guys. Once this side is cured, then we're going to go ahead and add in that last layer, which is just going to be the color with a little bit of glow-in-the-dark powder. Are you guys all familiar with the glow powder? It's really awesome. It was kind of under the lamp earlier, which helps like kind of charge it. See how it's like bright green for a sec? It's crazy, huh? Okay, so let's move that to the side. Now everything in this bowl and this wand should be nice and cured as well, which means we can keep crafting. So I'm just going to put that to the side for now. And I'm going to peel out all of my old resin. So if you're wondering how to clean these guys, just cure them and peel them out. And then any remaining residue, like you see here, you can just kind of grab tape. I have resin tape nearby, so I'm going to use some of this. But just using a little bit of tape will work in a pinch if you're not able to run and get some soap and water, because that does it too. So I'm going to go ahead and just use that to grab the remaining glitter. Awesome. And now this is ready to use. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop in the next color we were talking about. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of resin. I'll do a little more this time just to make sure I have enough. Okay. And then we're going to use some of this Firefly Glow Powder.
Holly said good afternoon.
Hey Holly, good to see you. Yeah, so guys, if you haven't tried this glow powder is super awesome. Very,
I don't know what it is.
Very glowy. Definitely don't use very much, or you don't need very much. Just gonna pour a little bit in there. There we go. And I'm gonna mix that up, and then we'll add some pink to it to give it color.
Yeah, if you want.
You will notice when you're mixing the glow powder that it looks almost like a little bit milky. So just know if you're using it on its own, it is going to have like an off-white look to it. So if that's the look you're going for, perfect. If not, just add a little alcohol ink to it to give it a slightly different color.
So Kenna asked, do we know the price of the new light?
I don't, but it might be in the back end. Jesse, do you want to see if it's in?
Yeah, I'll try to go
Cool.
check it out real
Jesse's
quick.
going to see what we can sneak out for you, and that's information. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of this pink color we are talking about. This is a neon alcohol ink from our Marabou line. So I'm going to do a few drops of this. You really don't need a whole lot. Okay, that's plenty. And then I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that that is all mixed well together. So I've got a very nice light pink here that is mixed with my neon glow powder so that this whole keychain is going to glow.
No way.
All right. Now let's go ahead and...
I see. Can you...
That's probably right. We got a number, but it
You
seems
wanna do it?
shockingly low, so we're not going to tell you guys yet.
You
But
wanna
just
put it
know
in
that
the
it is
chat?
very affordable. And I think you're going to love it.
Big question. Wow, we got a hi from France.
Hello,
Daphne,
hello.
how are you? And welcome.
Bonjour,
This is-
right?
I believe so, yeah.
There we go.
And is this the first time you join us on the live?
All right, I am just filling this in, guys. We're just going to do a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm just using my little wand to make sure that this is all spread out evenly so that I don't have to do much sanding or anything like that when it's done. But yeah, this is looking pretty perfect so far. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it is very even. Awesome. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to do a tiny bit more right here at the edge.
What time is it in France?
All right. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that that is all nice and smooth. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Maybe a dash more right here. Okay.
Creative.
Cool.
Hello from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
All right, so I'm pretty happy with all of that, the way that that looks. So we'll go ahead and cure it now. I'm going to leave this bowl right here on the side and the wand as well because we don't need any more of that, so we can cure this.
We got...
This time I'm going to cure for 180
Ryan.
seconds because it's the
Good.
thickest layer we've done so far.
Ryan says, good evening, everyone.
Hey, Ryan, good to see
He
you.
said, thanks, I'm fine, hope you too. Yeah, I'm joined Facebook group recently, so she just joined the Facebook group recently. Well, thank you
Awesome.
for joining, and I hope you continue to join us on these lives here. Remember, guys,
I
we
think that's
have
our friend Ryan who does the engraving, who's been checking in with us a lot.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's him.
It is 10:30 p.m. in France. That's awesome.
Wow.
But make sure if you don't follow us on our other platforms, make sure you do. On Tuesdays, if you didn't know this, we go live on. We start here today on Facebook and YouTube. After this one, we jump on our Instagram and TikTok, and we do a complete different live with the whole different type of crafting project. So make sure you tune in that one later too.
And I'll just say as a sneak peek, for our Sublimation friends, we heard you. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead, Jesse.
Hello from Texas. Oh, my bad.
Jesse was waiting his turn.
Sorry.
No, but I did. I just wanted to confirm the price. That's correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we okay to say it?
Yep.
All right, Jesse said we can tell you the price. I am pretty impressed. It is only $20, guys. Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
$20. Confirmed with the silicone mat.
Yes.
With a silicone mat, guys. So for $20, it's going to come with its charging cord, the lamp, the box with all the directions, and a silicone mat. So that's pretty cool. We got about 80 seconds left. I did do the long cure on this side, the 180 seconds. So I think I actually might flip it upside down for the last minute. Remember, guys, whenever you're doing these, you also want to make sure you're getting from the other side. That's why these molds are clear, so that you can cure the back of them as well. So we're going to give this backside 60 seconds, and it should be good to go. Yes, Jesse?
And Ryan said that's because my wife doesn't have him running the laser. LOL.
See?
And then Kenna asked, when is it releasing?
Kenna, that's a great question. So this Friday, the 7th, is when it's going to be launching. We have a really fun video we put together for you. Hopefully you don't hate the person starring in it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we also have some really cool videos on our Instagram that kind of give you like a little teaser as to what it is. My friend TKC Karen did one in Spanish. And I want to say Jen Vigo did one in English as well. So we've got two different versions where they kind of give you their feedback on the lamp, what they thought of it, and how well it worked for them. Yeah. All right, this is almost done, guys. I'm pretty excited. Once we are done here, we'll do one more thing, and it's going to be the little squeeze test. 10 minutes? We'll do the little squeeze test, which is basically like your indicator for if your mold is cured or not. So I'll show you what that is in just a moment.
And then our friend Creative India said, OMG, I just received my package from you guys of the fake ice and the bag of the lime slices. She did a tumbler topper, and it came out so nice that she tagged us in it.
Awesome. Thank you for doing that. I think I saw that, honestly. But yeah, no, there's some really cool things you can do with that fake ice. I almost brought it out for this, but we did not. Okay, guys, so here's the squeeze test. So if you're not sure if it's cured, just squeeze your little mold. If it's still malleable, that means it needs more time. But this one's not. It feels nice and hard, so let's go ahead and peel it out and see how we did. All right, what do we think, guys? So you see the little K in the front, you can see the hint of pink in the back, and in the very back it's all pink. But wait, there's more. We talked about how it glows in the dark, right? So let's go ahead and charge it for just a second.
Too many lights.
And then I'm going to remove, it glows a little bit. Let's see. Can you see it? No, you can't see the glow. We have a lot of studio lights going on in here. But I will just say it's pretty cool. Here we go. Try it one more time. So we're just going to hold it under this lamp so you can kind of see the glowing effect.
So Cherie said she's ordered a few times as well and loves the products.
Super neat. It's hard to see in this, but trust us, guys. It is glowing. I'm sorry, Danny. Okay, cool. But yeah, you said Patrice has bought some stuff from us and she loves it?
Cherie, sorry.
Cherie,
yeah.
Cool, awesome. Thank you, Cherie. We appreciate you
And
sharing
then
that.
Ryan said, we are pumped to see the new skinny tumblers. We have a new spot in our campground that they go to.
Yes, that's awesome. I love that there's already a spot for them. That's really cool. Jesse informed me that we only have 10 minutes left, guys. So let's do something quick, okay? I'm going to put this to the side here. And I'm going to need your guys' help, but I need you to vote on which one of these you want me to use. So these are all 3 earring sets. One is going to be rectangles. So this is the rectangles. And then I've also got the triangles. And then I've also got the ovals. Which one would you like to see? Rectangles, triangles, or ovals? And we're going to put some gemstones in it. And maybe we'll do a quick beach one too to show you how many projects you can kind of get done at once. First one to vote wins. Has anyone put through a vote yet?
No, not yet.
All right. While that's happening, I'm just going to take this out of the package so it's ready.
We got ovals and triangle.
Which one was first?
Oval.
Oval wins. Okay, so I'm going to do ovals, and then I'm going to try to get something in a triangle as well. We'll do that to show you that you can have one project working and one that you're working on with this lamp. All right, so let's see how versatile it is. So now I'm going to go ahead and open this little package. Cool. I got my ovals and my triangles ready to go. Now, the next thing I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and lay down some resin. So just like we had talked about for the last one, guys, basically it's going to be upside down. So you're building the front first and you're building the back last. So you want to make sure you keep that in mind as you're laying down what you're doing. Otherwise, if you want to do something a little different, we can kind of show you that too. So let me just go ahead and do a little solid back here. Awesome. Okay. So I've got that just kind of sitting. I'm going to let all that fill in. Now let's go ahead and get my ovals set up too. I have a fun idea for these ovals. I'm doing the 2 biggest molds out of the set just so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay. And I'm going to let that just spread. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna grab my little wand that I've been using from earlier. I just peeled that resin right off of it because it is cured. And then we'll go ahead and we'll just make sure that this is touching edge to edge and that the background is fully covered. Okay. With these ones too, the smaller ones, they have little points, so you want to make sure that it gets all into those little grooves and that you don't miss anything. So just take your time with this. You don't need to rush it. What's nice about UV resin too is if you guys have used it before, you know that it doesn't have a work time to worry about. So you guys can go ahead and just take your time with it as long as you're not exposing it to direct light or UV light. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and cure this layer here because we want it to have like a smooth side to it. So let's go ahead and get our little lamp and we're gonna cure it just for 60 seconds. Awesome. I will also note that once you have cured for 180, that is kind of like its default while it's on. So if you set it for 180, it goes off, you click the button again, it's gonna be 180 again. So it really just depends on like what timing you want, but if it's not the time, just go ahead and keep clicking till it is the time that you're looking for. All right, we got about 30 seconds left here, and then we'll move on to the next one. And then this time I'll do like kind of one at a time. So you guys can see that while this is curing, you can keep working to the side.
So our friend from France, Delphine, said also, I wanted to say that your chunky glitters are amazing. I bought the package and they are wonderful.
Great, glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the glitter. It's super it's really awesome glitter. It doesn't melt, which I've noticed some of the resins will do when it's curing. In epoxy, so it's really nice that we use those premium ingredients for that. Okay, cool. So this back is done. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more now. I'm gonna make one side for the beach and one side for the gemstones. So next thing I want to do is I'll go ahead and start working on the beach side first. I'm gonna add a little bit of resin just to act as glue. So this is gonna be to hold the items in place. So now let's go ahead and add in some of the flatter pieces of shells that I have here. So I'm going to use some of these guys because they're pretty flat. And I'm just going to sprinkle some in. Just like that. Okay.
You have to change this.
Perfect. And then while you're sprinkling these in, it's really up to you how many or how little you want to do. I'm just going to do a whole little row, so I'll do 4. And then I'm going to use my wand to make sure they're placed where I want them to be.
Can you use some aquamarine colors?
I'm not right now. I will for the back layer, but I could, absolutely.
Cynthia wanted to use it for her birthday month.
Awesome. Well, happy early birthday. All right, we got those spread out. Ooh, that one isn't the right one, so let's move that out of the way. This one's a little bit wider. Go ahead and grab one of these little shells. Perfect. Okay. So I've got all those kind of spread in there with the UV resin now. And then the next thing I'm going to do is kind of like a backing layer for them to really lock them into place. So let's go ahead and cure these as is, and then we'll keep going. So I'm going to move this to the side, and we'll go ahead and start the cure on that. And while that's curing, let's work on the other one. Because that's really the beauty of this lamp, that while something's working to the side, you can keep working. So I'm just going to put a little blocker there on the side so that the UV lamp isn't curing my current project as well. And we'll go ahead and we'll pour just a little bit of UV resin into here. Now again, this UV resin is going to act as glue. For this one, we're not going to do any more coats, so you can be a little bit more bold with the amount of UV resin you put in here, but again, you don't want to fill it up. Because if you fill it up, what's going to happen is it's going to overflow once you put the next item in. So we'll go ahead and just put a little bit in there at a time. Awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and start adding my gemstones. So I can use any of the ones I have in here. And again, this is the Birth Gemstone Kit that you can find on the site, guys. This is super awesome, especially as like a starter pack. It closes really well. Sometimes it's hard to get open. So I've got my tools nearby that are going to make that easier for me. Let's see. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to plug in some of these. Let's see. I want to use some black at the top, so I'm just going to sprinkle that in. You can also use tweezers for this, guys, too, if you have them handy. I just forgot to grab mine. So I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle some in.
Alright, so we have
Mm-hmm.
a few other birthdays. Ryan said his is Aquamarine 2, his is the 23rd, Cynthia's is the 25th, and then Ryan said our daughter will be 2 on Friday, my son is 17 the 21st, and my other son is 11 on the 25th.
Wow.
My sister's on the 27th.
Wow. Happy early
birthdays.
birthday, everyone. That is a lot of birthdays. I think I did just put in aquamarine, so that color is in here now, guys. Don't worry. And then I might finish this off with just a little bit of clear because I feel like that's the right color from here. So we'll just add a touch of that and a touch of that. Perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of fill in what I can. The rest I'm just moving to the side. Awesome. Okay. So I'm pretty content with the way those little earrings look. So we'll go ahead and cure those next and finish off our other project. So I'm going to just move this to the side here. Let's go ahead and slide that. Awesome. 60 seconds. And then I've got my little divider up. And we'll work on the other side. So really great if you're doing multiple projects at once. It's kind of the perfect thing for it is this lamp. Now, you guys wanted the little blue background, so let's go ahead and mix a little bit of the blue alcohol ink with some of this resin, and then we'll add it to the background of these earrings.
So creative, I'm not sure if her name is India or not. If you can clarify that. She said her birthday's on the 22nd too.
Oh, wow. This is an all-star studded birthday month.
Yeah, that's wild.
Jesse, is your birthday this month too?
Oh, mine's in May.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Now I'm just putting a few drops in here, guys. You really don't need much with this alcohol ink. And again, you don't want it to be so saturated that the resin can't, or the light can't cure through it.
So Ashley said work got in the way of her watching this live.
Wow.
Looks like excuses to me.
And Ryan said it should be a party month.
It sounds like it. Now we're adding just this as the background.
Is it really?
No way. Ashley said
Ashley,
hers
really?
is the 23rd too.
Ashley. That's funny. Is that why you're coming to visit us? Is it for your birthday month? Because we're excited. I told her that you guys are excited too. Tell her I didn't lie.
No, of course we're
I
excited.
didn't know. I had no idea.
I told you. Quit lying.
Danny.
Yes. Sam says she's taking us out for lunch that day.
And she's going to take over the lives for us. So just me and Danny get to do something else, and Jesse will be in here with Ashley.
Okay.
Just kidding. No, we're going to have a lot of fun together. We'll have something on the schedule for you, but we're probably going to make you do some engraving and probably some UV resin because I know how much you love it. All right, so that feels pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and cure this. All right, while that's curing, guys, let's take a look at our first pair. So with this one, we're not curing the backside just because we really didn't use a lot of resin. Let's just go ahead and peel them and see how they came out. Wow, that's super cool. Okay, so those look great. I'm going to leave it on the white so you can actually see kind of what they look like.
Put it in the black. Put it in the black.
Huh? On the black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Kenneth said, because I turned 70 this year, me and Disneyland, I have decided to celebrate every day.
That's awesome.
I think I'm going to take that route too, starting this year.
Every day?
Every
I
day.
usually just take my birthday off for the day of, but I don't think I even did that last year.
Ashley said maybe I should rethink the trip then.
Wow, we're gonna help you
Nobody
with
wants
UV
to work on
resin.
vacation.
Bring that sussy S. Let's finish it.
Finish it? It's not even done?
Let's finish it. Well, she said it never cured.
Still
So
curing now?
You bring me that bezel and we'll make it happen, Captain. All right, so let's see how these guys did too. We'll go ahead and peel them out. See, look how cool that is. So fun little beach scene, nice and aquamarine, right? With your shells and your color. Yeah, not too
I like
bad,
those
right, guys?
ones. The colors are so cool.
Right? So guys, see how quickly and efficiently you can do multiple projects with this lamp? So we did a fun little keychain. We did, I think it's this way, yeah.
Yeah.
So we did a fun little keychain. We did these earrings. But yeah, these look so like good. You can't even tell them apart. That's how consistent they look. But yeah, guys, what do we think? I'm really a big fan of the new lamp. I think that it works really consistently, great for multiple projects, and really will save your hand as far as holding that lamp, the flashlight. You can just use this lamp and let it kind of work while you continue working. Yeah.
Actually, I will take any jigs. Thank you for that. And then Delphine said, you want to read that?
Yeah, Delphine said to make an order, does she have to do it on Fair?
So you don't have to do it on Fair. We actually have a website that you can do that on. So
Here, I'll send it to you.
yeah, Jesse's gonna put it in the chat, but MakerFloCrafts.com, guys. That's where you want to be placing the order. If you haven't used that site before, the reason why is it's gonna get you some perks. So we do different discounts from time to time, and on top of that, you earn points with your purchases, and those points can equal products. They can equal free shipping, different stuff like that. But yeah, so we have done all kinds of UV stuff today. We showed off the new lamp, which is coming out this Friday. Hopefully you guys had a blast. If you have questions, reach out. And otherwise, Jesse, Danny, you guys have anything else?
Stay crafty.
And
Stay
make sure
crafty.
to join us next live. We have a whole different live, whole different project. Go to our Instagram and our TikTok. Follow us there.
All right. Thanks, guys. Stay crafty.